Boxing fans, this is Jason Lloyd here with 10 Count Boxing News, coming at you with some awesome news, guys. What do we got here today? We're talking about Jermall Charlo versus David Benavidez. These guys have been going at it online. They've been trying to call each other. They're going on Instagram Live talking smack. Jermall Charlo a few weeks ago was on Instagram Live, and he went on live and he was saying, somebody get that Benavidez on the line. Somebody tell that Benavidez to call me. Let's get this fight up. Then he says, you want it, you can get it, dog. You know, he said David's dad, he wanted to talk to David's dad. He was yelling for David's dad to get on the Instagram Live so that he could talk about fighting his kid. And in the same video, he said, I'm not fighting anyone under the age of 25, and I'm not fighting nobody who's not vaccinated. And then in another interview with Brian Cluster, Charlo says, I want this fight. Let's make it happen. I will knock his punk ass out. I promise that. I put it on everything that I love, and I will explode on him. He's like, I'm a lion, bro. That, you know, like, that's what's up. He's like, come on and get it, David. So he said, he also said that he would knock out David Benavidez in 4 to 6 rounds, guys. 4 to 6 rounds. The middleweight WBC current champion says that he will knock out the former WBC super middleweight champion in 4 to 6 rounds. So what do you think, guys? I mean, I know that there's a lot of Charlo fans out there, and he is an excellent fighter. He's very tough. This thing's been a back and forth, you know. David Benavidez has been in interviews calling out Charlo, and he also said, hey, Charlo, if you don't want to get KO'd, don't even mention my name, bro, you know. And he also said that he would get vaccinated just for Charlo alone, just to get that fight. Benavidez has currently been calling out Canelo, Caleb Plant, Charlo. I think he'd been calling out, he might have even called out Boo Boo Andrade. He's ready to go, man. Charlo needs a fight. He hasn't fought since last year, you know, probably because of the pandemic. But people keep calling him out, and he's starting to get pissed off. He's starting to hear the same thing, you know, Benavidez or Canelo, Benavidez or Canelo. And I did a video last week talking about, you know, does Charlo, Jermall Charlo, does he need Canelo? You know what I'm saying? Does he need that fight? That fight has to happen, but not necessarily right now, you know. Currently, Charlo is the WBC middleweight champion of the world, and there's already some sharks in the water right now that he could fight. You know what I mean? He's got Triple G. You know, he's got Jaime Munguia. He's got Boo Boo Andrade. You know, there's great fighters right now in the middleweight division. He can always go after Undisputed and make his own legacy, and then maybe next year step up, and then a Canelo fight would be even bigger. You know, the unified middleweight champion taking on the unified super middleweight champion. I mean, come on, guys. Who wouldn't want to see that? You know, go ahead and build up that fight a little bit. But right now, he's got a problem with David Benavidez. David Benavidez has a problem with Charlo. And who knows if they get it on. And the cool thing about this is if Charlo steps up, takes on David Benavidez. Now, Benavidez being the WBC new mandatory for Canelo Alvarez, okay? So if Canelo's going to fight Billy Joe Saunders, then he's going to turn around and he's going to fight Caleb Plant in September. If he wins both of those fights, you know, David Benavidez is already the WBC mandatory. So sometime early next year, you know, he could get down with Charlo or Benavidez. So either way, these fights need to happen. And if not, just for the fans alone. These guys are all great fighters, great warriors. And there's nothing more as us boxing fans and me as a boxing news analyst. I want to see these fights get made. And I just want to see these guys get in the ring. And it's a win-win for all of us, guys. Now, if you haven't liked and subscribed to this channel, okay, I encourage you to do so. We're going to be doing the great content. We even have this great giveaway, these Everlast boxing gloves. All you got to do is like and subscribe to the channel, okay, guys? Jason Lloyd with 10 Count Boxing News. And remember, after the 10 count, you out, suckers! Peace!
Boxing fans, boxing fans, boxing fans, boxing fans. And remember,